I'd like to invite Julie Ray and Carrie Truden to jump in and tell us about what's happening in Howard County.
Great. Good morning, everyone. We're here from Howard County. We wanted to take a minute to kind of talk through our program and what makes us unique and special. So first and foremost, one of the best things we have here in Howard County is that we do provide computer science and computational thinking units for every single student in Howard County, for every single K-5 students. And we feel like that's pretty unique. So where are we located? This just gives you a quick sneak peek to Central Maryland. We're right in between Baltimore and Washington, D.C. About 254 square miles, and you can see the demographics there. But we also wanted to provide some more info. We have 77 schools total, about 57,000 students, 8,000 staff members, and you can look a little bit more of us with the link on there. Our staff is really built of basically 3 curriculum staff, myself, Carrie, and Jody IHAS, and then we also serve 60 technology teachers. These are related arts teachers. There's at least one in every single elementary building. Some of them, because of the size, may have a 1.5 teacher, and their responsibility majority is to provide direct instruction to our students, specifically in digital citizen and computational thinking, computer science. And they also provide professional learning for our staff members. And they also do a little bit of tier 1 troubleshooting. So that's kind of their responsibilities. So when we talk about the history of computer science in Howard County, we wanted to lift up that back in 2014 was when our previous superintendent, really focused on the countywide participation of Hour of Code, K-12. And then in 2018, we started looking at what would it look like in our elementary schools? What would computer science look like in elementary schools? So in the summer of 2019 was when we started development of curriculum to provide and ensure consistency across all our elementary students, for them to get that experience with computational thinking and computer science. And then ultimately, at this point, we are now implementing computer science and computational thinking to our students. Every year, we're gathering and providing feedback from our teachers about how the curriculum has gone and making those revisions through the course of the summer. This gives you a quick peek of the curriculum map that we've developed for our elementary computational thinking unit. And it also shows you about how much time we're dedicating to teaching computer science through the course of the year, specifically in this particular area. So Carrie is going to talk a little bit more about the curriculum resources.
We're in the same room, so that's why we're kind of sharing computers. So I apologize for that with the pinned person. So I am the resource teacher. I work directly with Julie. So in our K-5 program, we do have an open source curriculum that is available. We do have 3 major components that kind of make up our computer science programming, and that is our digital citizenship curriculum, our computational thinker curriculum, and then we also have a technology skills checklist. And there are pieces of computer science embedded within all 3 of those units. And we have listed there for you, we've provided the links to our curriculum and all of those resources. And as we've been developing, we've started to kind of do a crosswalk, and we've kind of included that there for you. So we've kind of gone in to our curriculum that we currently have, and we've started to look at our state standards and the national standards. We use ISTE, as well as the Maryland Computer Science Standards. And we've been going in and kind of indicating where we see gaps in our curriculum, what areas are we not meeting with our students within our instructional technology program, so that we can continue to build and continue to make sure that we are meeting all of those computer science standards in K-5. And we are currently in the process of expanding pre-K in our district as part of the Maryland Blueprint. And so we are also working on a pre-K curriculum that will be kind of rolling out over the next few years. So this is just a quick look when you go in. If you're looking at our curriculum, it's organized by grade levels. And then within each grade level, we do follow the understanding by Understanding by design. Sorry, I'm thinking acronyms, and we do follow that model. So we have for each unit, we have lessons within digital citizenship and computational thinking. And this is just a sample of the kindergarten lessons that we have for our computational thinking unit. So you can see there are some units that are lessons that are taught in Q1, and also we kind of start the year with our BBOTs, and then we kind of come back and kind of introduce BBOTs again using an emulator so they can kind of transition into that digital realm of robotics and coding. And then with each of our units, we also have a cornerstone task that students complete at the end. So how do we push this out to our teachers? We do professional learning throughout the course of the school year. In the past, we've done 2 sub-days for the technology teacher to kind of learn about the curriculum, receive robots. We do purchase a lot of the robots at a district level and then share them out with our schools. We use our ongoing countywide professional learning days. There are 2 of those each year. So we use that time. We offer optional summer workshops, and we've also been doing virtual learning series like the one that is pictured there, where we've kind of gone through each of the units and cornerstones to kind of answer any questions our teachers have and really walk through a little bit more in depth. And this is just a snapshot of our data that we've been kind of collecting over the course of the last few years. So we have our key performance indicators that are part of our strategic call to action. And so we've been gathering data from our cornerstone tasks. You can see when we started in 2009, we had about 57% of our students were meeting or making progress toward expectations with computational thinking, all the way to this past current year, FY22, which was last school year. We are now at 94% of our students are making progress towards or meeting expectation with computer science. 2020 was a little bit of a black hole from the pandemic. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
So when we talk about the budget, how do we make this work? This kind of provides you with a snapshot of kind of a yearly budget. And when we talk about staffing, this is talking about all our technology teachers, the salaries of our technology teachers. We spend about $10,000 or so in curriculum writing in a year. We spend about $17,000 for supplies. We do apply for grant funds. MCCE is one of the grants that we really have an opportunity to apply in and be able to support our projects. And then we do apply within that grant just some funding to attend conferences and stay up to date on the new technologies and how to best implement them. So what would that look like broken down? Really what we wanted to share is that we spend approximately in Howard County about $16,000 per child on K-12 education. So when we look at everything that we pull together, about $200 of those funds are used to ensure that all K-5 students have experience with computer science instruction. So when you think about that whole big picture about how much money is really being spent, and really $200, it's easy to make it work. And really, I believe that it's the importance of making sure every student has that opportunity to engage in that experience. So with that kind of gives you a really quick high-level overview of what we're doing here in Howard County Public Schools. Here is our contact information. If you have any questions, and I believe Carrie's already sent the link of our presentation in the chat, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to answer any questions too.
Fantastic. And really, it's such an inspiration to see what you're doing for every kid in 42 schools at once. That is fantastic. And I must say the numbers are really interesting too, that you can do this for about $200 per student. Nationally, we spend about $13,000 per student in our public education system. For $200 more, we can give them computer science literacy. This should be an easy case to make. In our view, and we think that numbers like that are incredibly instructive, especially when we're looking at a systemic solution across all those schools and all those districts with 15 hours or more of instruction for every single kid. Also, absolutely fantastic. You guys are sharing your curriculum, and we will get that out to all registrants for CSK5 as a shareable resource for everybody.